Hello guys, we are going to talk a fantasy thriller film called Wildling from 2018. A lot of interesting things are waiting for you. Anna has always lived here with her father all her life. Her father took care of her, fed her, celebrated her birthdays, but did not teach her to read. Instead, he told her a scary fairy tale about a creature with big teeth and claws that hunted children in the forest. Because of this, Anna never left the house, and her room was guarded by a strange door that gave her painful electric shocks. One day, her father brought his daughter a hamster, saying that he had plucked it from a berry bush. And when the animal died, he said he would bury it in the forest, and in the spring, a bush with a new animal would grow from its body. This is Anna's life. She eats only vegetables and counts her years with the help of marmalade candies on the cake. One day, her father saw blood on her sheets. Then he told his daughter that she was sick and started giving her daily injections in the stomach. Because of these injections, the girl began to feel very sick. She asked her father to end it so that a bush with a new Anna would grow out of her. In response, the man left the room but returned with a gun, intending to finish off his daughter. But in the end, he shot himself. Anna ended up in the hospital and immediately ran away from the strangers. Climbing to the roof of the building, she looked at the world in shock, which was full of sunlight. She is strapped to a hospital bed and is visited by Sheriff Ellen Cooper, who informs her that Anna's neighbors called the police after hearing gunshots. The introduction is interrupted by the doctor, who says that the young patient has a large amount of leuprorelin, which her father probably injected into her to slow down her maturation. This had serious side effects that would have led to the girl's death in a few hours if she had not been admitted to the hospital. Later, it turned out that her father, Gabriel, was also alive and in intensive care. After rehabilitation, the sheriff takes Anna in for a while until a DNA test shows whether the girl has any other relatives. When Anna arrives home, she tries meat for the first time in her life and meets Ellen's brother Ray. Before going to bed, she asks to close the window so that she won't be seen by a creature that walks around outside and does bad things to children. The sheriff suspects that her father told Anna this story and assures her that she has never seen the monster. After that, the woman goes to Anna's former home and sees a drawing of her where the creature is eating a girl. Anna herself spends the night in the closet, and after breakfast, she likes to walk barefoot on the ground. Ray in turn tells her that the berries on the bushes are not future children. Later, he shows her a video of people making babies. After a while, Ellen notices that Anna's female health has returned to normal and buys her tampons. After that, the girl goes to school, where she immediately meets the beautiful Jen, who invites her to a party in the library. Anna studies an interesting book with great interest and is surprised to discover that she has extraordinary hearing. Later, the local bully Fowler and his friend Hugo take an interest in her. Soon Ray shows up. Hugo beats Ray up, but Anna stands up for him. When they leave, Ray asks the girl not to help him in this way. While walking barefoot in the woods, Anna meets a deer and suddenly gives chase until she is stopped by a stranger in a wolf's skin who shows her a trap made of wooden barbs. Anna studies wolves and other large predators in the library and notices that her fingernails have begun to turn black. In the evening, Ellen tells her that according to the results of a DNA test, Gabriel was never her father. Because of this, she will soon have to move somewhere else for permanent residence. Ray joins the upset Anna, and the girl asks him if he has seen the Eastern Lights. He replies that he has, but only in the far north, where there are no people. Anna tells him that he smells like a hamburger. She remembers a party at Jen's house that she was invited to. The couple decides to go to the party, where Fowler notices them. The young people drink, and Ray decides to kiss Anna, after which she discovers blood in her mouth. The girl goes to the bathroom and removes 2 teeth from her mouth. Despite Ray's request to open the door, she escapes through the window into the forest. After a while, someone attacks Anna. She is convinced that it is the same creature from her father's stories, and so she bites the attacker's throat. It turns out that it is Fowler. The girl runs away into the woods and comes across the house where she lived with her father. Anna decides to spend the night in her room because she once thought that this place was the safest place on earth. In the morning, Anna changes into her own clothes and returns to the city, where Ellen finds her. The woman tries to find out where Anna was and where she put her dress. She also asks if Anna knows where Fowler disappeared to after the party. However, Anna does not answer anything. When she is left alone in the room, she eventually runs off into the woods, where after a while she meets a stranger again dressed in wolfskin. The man treats Anna to meat, examines her nails and mouth, and then decides that Anna is looking for her own kind, even though they were all killed 16 years ago. He then shows the girl a cave where she finds a pile of bones that belong to her real mother. Then Anna remembers that her mother was killed by Gabriel, but he spared her and took her home to raise as his daughter. The girl sneaks into his room, and he realizes that his adopted daughter knows all about it. She then runs to Ellen, but she arrests her, telling Ray that Anna's dress was found near Fowler's corpse. The girl is imprisoned, and at night Hansen comes to her, saying that the father-daughter idea was his mistake. He gives Anna a syringe with a lethal dose of medicine and offers her to enter a better world. However, she refuses to do so. In the morning, Ellen comes to visit the girl, but Anna locks her in the prison and asks Ray to help her escape. On the way, she confesses that she is not an ordinary person, and she needs to get to the Eastern Lights. Ray decides to help the girl, and after leaving the police car, they go together into the forest. At night, after Anna tries to cross the pond, they light a fire, and the boy asks her to take off her wet clothes. The girl hugs Ray. He realizes that she has hair on her back, but Anna promises him not to bite him. Then they do pleasant things. Meanwhile, Gabriel tells one of the men that he has tracked Anna. He asks him to gather the other hunters. In the morning, Anna sees that her fingernails have almost become claws. Later, she and Ray enter the forest where the hunters are. They run away from them to the river. Once in the water, the boy suggests that the girl walk to the lake and return to the car. However, Anna lets him know that their paths will part here. She runs away, distracting the hunters. After some time, Ray finds his sister, and Anna, avoiding the hunters, disguises her face with dirt and moves away from them into the forest, gradually turning into a monster. One day, while walking down the street, the boy sees one of the hunters and informs Ellen that the hunters are going to hunt Anna. The sheriff arrives in the woods just as the creature is killing the men one by one, also using their own barbed wire traps. Later, Ellen is caught in the crosshairs of a gun, but Anna saves her from the hunters. She shows her round belly and runs away into the forest. At night, the men decide to set fire to the forest to destroy the monster. Anna somehow makes it to the mountain where her mother's remains lie. In the cave, her father shoots her with a tranquilizer dart. He notices that Anna is pregnant and decides to perform a cesarean section on her. The man says that if a girl is born, he will name her Anna. The girl attacks the man with the last of her strength with a torch and bites him in the throat. After that, she falls unconscious. When Anna wakes up, she sees a stranger in a wolf's skin stitching up her stomach. Later, she is seen by the lake by Ellen and Ray, with whom she says goodbye forever. This amazing story ends far from these places, in a land where the northern lights are visible. At some point, Anna and her child suddenly hear the call of a relative, and with that, the movie comes to an end.